Everyone thought Hilda Baci had secured another world record until something unexpected happened at the final moment. Did she really do it? Let's find out. Hi everyone, I'm Patricia Kesena and welcome to my YouTube channel where we bring you trending and breaking news in Nigeria. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe for more. Back in 2023, Hilda Baci made headlines worldwide when she broke the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking marathon. For 93 hours and 11 minutes, she cooked non-stop at Amore Gardens in Lagos. That record was not just about food, it became a nationwide celebration. Nigerians trooped in to cheer her, celebrities showed up, government officials praised her, and social media went wild. For that moment, Hilda wasn't just a chef, she became a symbol of Nigerian resilience and pride. Fast forward to September 12, 2025. All eyes were once again in Lagos as Hilda attempted another historic feast, the world's largest pot of jollof rice. The goal? Over 20,000 liters of Nigerians' most beloved dish, cooked in a custom-built pot nearly 6 meters wide and 6 meters tall. It wasn't just a cooking challenge, it was history
again
making.
And this is where the pots that we're using to make history again is being coupled. So what we're doing today is actually a dry run to test the pots to make sure that there's no leakage, to see how the pot takes to ingredients. Nigerian Jollof! I just had this random thought about making like a very large, like, oh yeah, this is actually a thing and this is something that I can do, and World Jollof Day came to mind. So I'm like, this is something that I can do for World Jollof Day.
Jollof rice is about pride, it's about culture, it's about food which unites us and brings us together. And of course, who better to do it with? Our own Hilda Baci, our brand ambassador.
To a full size, and I'll start by frying it. So when we put the oil, the first thing that's going to go in is going to be the goat meat.
And you remove it?
No, it's saying that it's done. I'm saying it's not done. There's what I say. Let me see what I need.
Hilda and her team prepared with over 250 bags of rice and over 150 kilograms of tomato paste, oil, pepper, onions and spices in the industrial proportion.
Oh yeah, everybody go to your position.
Initially, the conversation started with myself and the head of marketing. Then from there, we transitioned to speaking to some members in the brands. I spoke to my management as well. Then we decided, oh, we need to put the team together. And I think that's one of the most exciting things. You know, with this time, obviously, it would be the same Alpha team that worked on the Cookathon project. I pretty much reached out to everybody else, you know, curated a group for production, for PR, marketing, and everything else.
When we got the brief, it was a bit challenging, but based on the fact that this is what we do, Ambience Media creates a disruptive image for Art of Home concepts. We called the team, and our director of projects here took charge of, the whole process. The project has not been done before in Africa, and we're grateful to have accomplished this. We're going to experience high pots, so first off, we discounted, we talked about it. We are going to get what kind of materials are we going to use for the fabrication. We travel to Shaki, we're trying to look for how to grab the molds, the pots. Different concepts came up, and but eventually we settled for a 304 stainless sheet pot.
Mr. Ayoshe will not still get like extra just in case. Is that the fire? Go!
In the middle, stretch your hands,
Don't put water there. I want to put it there. Let him fry it there and bring it here. Where is Mama? So I had only seen videos of the pot when it was still just bare on the floor. And by the time it had coupled into a proper structure, I scheduled with Hamad to film the promo video. So the day of the promo video, when we came, we looked at the gas, we looked at the side. That was my first time actually seeing the pot in all its glory, you know, like looking at how big it was. And I'm not even going to lie to you, I started having so much anxiety because I had already done the math for how much rice we were going to need and how much oil and how much, you know. But when I saw the pot, I'm like, are you sure that my measurement is correct? So that was my biggest fear. I'm like, what if my measurement is off? Chef Gibbs is our culinary director. He's also been working with me, working with our head of procurement, Lola, to make sure that we have all the ingredients that we need, you know, and everything. So once I do my measurements, I pass it on to Gibbs. Gibbs translates it, and that's how we know like what we need.
As you all know, Hilda is someone with the biggest dreams. And so when Hilda called and said, Gibbs, we're going again, though, I was like, I already knew that it was going to be something that was going to be mind-blowing. And I love challenges. I love making a statement. I love putting Nigeria on the map. And so it was a very, very easy sell for me. We divided the team structure into like 4. So we have like the main chefs that will be in charge of the main pots, stirring, pouring. We have the sous that will assist them, lifting, running. Then we have like the line cooks and the kitchen assistants that will handle the prep stations and everything at the back of the house. And then there's the procurement team. Then we also plan to do like the heat resistant overalls. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort that has been put into this so far. We have some of the best hands coming to work with us, and it's really, really exciting. It's something that I think everybody should be a part of. Jollof rice is something that's been part of our staple in Nigeria for the longest time. Jollof is beyond a dish.
We filmed the promo video and we decided we need to test the pot. So the first conversation of testing, we just wanted to test water heat circulation. So Mr. Ayo actually got a tanker, filled the pot about 50% with water, and that was about 12,000 liters of water. And we boiled it, and I think after 2 hours it had gotten to boiling point. But Ore sent me a message and said we need to test it with food, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely agree. We actually need to test it with food because that way it helps us to anticipate what can go wrong. And we now scheduled today.
We're testing the heat. We're testing that the food we have calculated previously, that the quantity is right to at least fill the pot. The dimension of the pot is 6 meters.
The stirring spoons, taller than the cokes themselves, the burners, built specially to handle a pot of that magnitude.
I think that we are good on the quantity we have estimated for the food.
It was a bit more difficult today because the quantity of rice we're cooking in comparison to the size of the pot is like a drop. We're making 5,000 kilograms, and today we tested with just 100 kilograms. So you can see that that's like 10% or so.
This is why we're here today. We're making sure that we are dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and getting set for the big day.
I decided that, you know what, we can do something simple. I decided that we should make native rice, you know, like palm oil rice. It's cheaper, you know, it doesn't require that much ingredients. It's quick, it's easy. We started the cooking, and something very funny happened when we started cooking. So we had turned on the gas, and the pot, a few sides of the pot was hot, and we went in with the palm oil, and the pot literally like flamed up, and everyone's like, oh my god. Obviously when you're a chef, you're used to things like that. You know that it's the heat that is too much. But I'm not gonna lie, I also came down from my ladder as well. Let me not burn my face because I'm just to make the largest pot of jollof rice. But some way somehow we're able to cook. The food tasted good. We used some Gino asun paste, some Gino asun cubes. We used a combination of Gino asun paste and Gino asun cubes, and Gino pepper chicken paste and Gino pepper chicken cubes. We were able to pick up the things that we need to fix with the pots. We were able to also adjust. I had a few conversations with Gibbs, trying to figure out how to fix the problem. Oh, our pot was a bit lopsided, so we need to adjust the height to make sure that everything is cooking evenly. I made the final decision today that I'm definitely going to be using basmati rice because it just makes life so much easier. Oh yeah, we decided on the spoons. So we have some really long metal spoons, which are great, but for the mixing process, it's better for us to actually use wooden spoons. You know, so we all agreed that we need to get wooden spoons. So there are just a few things that we have been able to achieve with today's dry run that, you know, gives me some confidence in what's supposed to come on the 12th. Yes, my dreams always scare me, and I genuinely feel like why my dreams don't scare me, maybe they are not ugly. So yeah, my dreams definitely always scare me, and I encounter challenges, but something that I know about myself is I'm very solutions driven, so I don't focus on the problem and solve it. My name is Hilda Baci, a 29-year-old proud brand ambassador for Gino and Bama. And come the 12th of September 2025, my humble self and Gino will be making the largest pot of Nigerian jollof rice the world has ever seen. I can't wait to see you there. Mwah!
The event called Gino World Jollof Fest had to be moved from Mui Okunola Park to the massive car park of Eco Hotel because of the crowd. Thousands of people gathered, fans, media houses, cultural enthusiastic, food lovers, and even tourists. The atmosphere was electric. Music blasted, dancers performed, influencers streamed live, and the smell of smoky jollof filled the air. Then came the final step, weighing the pots to confirm the record. The moment the engineers began lifting the giant pots, let out a large squeak. The sound echoed through the crowd. People gasped, some shouted, cameras zoomed in. Was the pot about to collapse under the pressure of 22,000 liters of steaming jollof rice? For a split second, it felt like everything might end in disaster. After all the efforts, all the money, all the anticipation, was Nigeria about to lose another record attempt right at the finish line? Miraculously, the pot did not scatter. Though weakened, it held long enough for the weighing to be completed. Hilda and her team quickly moved to salvage and serve the rice, ensuring thousands of people got to eat from the historic pot. The fest went on. People danced, ate, and celebrated. But the question still remained: would Guinness accept the record, or would the creek disqualify the attempts? Social media exploded. Some praised Hilda's courage, saying even if the pot cracked, she have done enough to deserve recognition. Others worried the technical glitch might cost her title. Food bloggers celebrated the taste, while culture enthusiasts pointed out the attempt has already succeeded in showcasing Nigerian jollof on global stage. Hilda's story have never been just about cooking. Her 2023 cooking-a-thon proved endurance. Her 2025 jollof attempt proved ambition. Even though the pot creaked, the event succeeded in uniting thousands, drawing global attention and reminding the world that Nigerian jollof remains king. Whether Guinness World Records certify these attempts or not, Hilda has already enchanted her name in history as a woman who dared to dream and never give up, even though things nearly fell apart. So what do you think? Should Guinness World Record recognize Hilda's attempts at the largest pot of jollof rice, even though the pot creaked during waiting? Or does the rule book say no? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more breaking news and trending stories in Nigeria. I am Patricia Kesina and see you in my next video.